All right, so what's going on, Patreon? I gotta welcome y'all back to the classroom, and we about to get into this thing, man. We about to get into the fifth rule of choosing this, man. This one here gonna be a doozy, man. This one here gonna be a doozy, and we're gonna start this one off with two words. I want to focus this whole thing around. I want to focus this thing around giving your woman the malediction or the benediction. Those two words are very important. And, the fifth rule of choosing this is understanding and respecting the masculinity, the testosterone of your woman. I know people like, God damn, what you mean the testosterone of your woman? All women have testosterone. It's not a lot, but it's there. It's not a lot, but it's there. All players, pimps, and Macs, they understand that. You understand? See, in the square world, people be like, "Oh, this motherfucker over here a sissy. This motherfucker over here is a punk. It's a fag over here." That's what they say in the square world when they talking about dudes. But in the game, now I'm talking about in the game now. In the game, when you use those type of words, you talk about fag, sissy, punk, and all that shit. They talking about bitches. They talking about females. That's when the female, does something masculine. When a female does something that's unladylike in the game, you know, that's when that type of terminology is using. That type of terminology is on the malediction side of the game. And I'm gonna break this shit down, man. It's gonna be deep. It's gonna fuck y'all heads up, man. But you know what? I always do this when I do a Patreon, man. I always come with something new. I always come fuck y'all head up, give y'all a totally different side of the game that nobody else on YouTube or Patreon is gonna give you, because these motherfuckers ain't never really lived it like that, so they don't really know it like that. Hell, even the professor, I ain't even living like that. So, I'm not the pimping. You understand? But I am the macking. I am the macking. So, but I can speak on the pimping because I understand the rules of the pimping. I understand the regulations that come from the pimping. And the macking and the pimping is damn near identical twin brothers. Only difference is the macking ain't finna send nobody out there to sell no pussy. I'm not gonna do that. You understand? But I do understand the rules and regulations. I do live by the same codes. I do demand the same type of respect, and I do remain the same type of acknowledgement. So you know what I mean. So when we talking about all that good shit, there, you can damn near intertwine both of the lifestyles and understand what it is, because this is just what the Professor Joe Casey comes with. This is what Professor Joe Casey teaches when it comes to breaking down the rules and regulations of the game. So when we talking about understanding the masculinity of a woman, this shit is only the tip of the iceberg. See, most people don't realize no matter how big an iceberg is, whenever you see one, you're only looking at like 10% of the actual iceberg, because 90% of the iceberg is under the water. I really want you guys to grasp that. When they say the Titanic was sunk by iceberg, it was only 10% of the fucking iceberg that sunk the damn Titanic. 90% of that shit was under the water. So that shit was so goddamn big that the 10% was able to sink the unsinkable biggest ship that everybody was pulling on their nuts back in the days. But that shit got sunk by 10%, because even 10% of an iceberg can be a problem if you don't understand the iceberg in totality. That 10% is enough to fuck you up. But 90% under the water, that is the true size of the iceberg. And this is where the term the tip of the iceberg come from. And this is why learning the game in depth is so important, because simply just stating a common piece of knowledge in the game is similar to stating the definition of a word. Anybody can state a definition of a word. Anybody can pick up a Webster dictionary and say, all right, this word means this or this word means that. But knowing the definition alone is just the tip of the iceberg. It doesn't actually mean you're going to know how to accurately use the word. Smart people make sure they not only know the definition, but they know the root words. They know where the word originated from. They learn the history of the word. They learn all the examples of the word used in various sentences. A smart person makes sure they learn the whole pieces of the puzzles of the fucking word before acclimating a new word into their vocabulary, and the same laws apply to learning this game. You got to go deeper than the importance of being chose. You got to go deeper than the 5 rules of choosiness. You got to go deeper than the 5 ways a woman chooses before absolutely being certain you understand how to fully manipulate this information.